Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com. Off of Love Can't Wait. And, if you've been following me on social media, you know that my mom passed away 2 weeks ago. She passed away on a little over 2 weeks ago. She passed away on December the 30th of last year, just before New Year's Eve. And I pretty much knew it was coming because she was in hospice. And it was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to deal with in my entire life. And the reason why I think it's so hard is because, number one, she's the last of my father passed away 2 years ago, and all of my grandparents have passed away. So she was the last of the Mohegans, as they say. And it's last year has been a pretty tough year for me personally. And in this video, I wanted to talk about some of the life lessons I learned from my mom. And my mom was like a fucking rock star, man. She was multi-talented. She could sing, she could dance, she could speak, she could she was in the church, she helped out a lot of people. She looked out for a lot of people, and she knew a lot of people. And a lot of stuff that my mom did when I was growing, just my parents, both of my parents did when I was growing up. I didn't understand it at the time, but as I got older, I really understood why some of the stuff she was doing and why she was doing it. It was a method to her madness. I didn't understand it being that I was so young and everything. But one of the biggest takeaways I learned from my mom is you can't ever give up. I mean, it doesn't matter how low you get in life. It doesn't matter what happens. You gotta still find a way to keep pushing, keep moving forward. You can't ever, they say you shouldn't say never ever, but with this, you cannot ever give up. You gotta keep fighting. It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's your goal. Doesn't matter if it's your marriage. Doesn't matter if whatever relationship you have. Doesn't matter if it's your kids. Never give up. I mean, that's just something that she repeatedly said to us. Because I have sisters and brothers as well, and nieces and nephews, and she used to always preach that. Never give up. And another thing she used to always say is, some people are just not going to get it. And she's like, some people, it doesn't matter what you do in life. Everyone's just not going to be on board. Everyone's just not going to get it. Everyone's just not going to understand. So you just got to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You can't let if people don't believe in you or themselves, you just got to keep it moving. Some will, some won't. That's how she used to say that shit. Some will, some won't. And another thing she used to always say is, it doesn't matter who you are or how good of a person you might think you are. Don't seek validation from other people. And I asked her, why is that? Because if you have to seek validation from other people, that's going to hold you back. You have to have something within yourself. You have to, it's an confidence It's an inside job. So it all starts with you, and then it trickles down from there. So never seek validation from other people. Always have enough confidence in yourself and strive to do better and become a better person, become a better man, better brother, better husband, better friend. Always be trying to get better. And this is some stuff that I can pass this shit on, man, to my kids one day. But it's just it was just a tough situation for me right now, man. But I just take it one day at a time, and eventually things will get better, you know. But and probably another thing that she always told me about is that you're only as strong as the people that you have around you. And she said it's not really about you as a person all the time. She said you can do it. You can do what you do. Maybe you might be talented. Maybe you might be good at doing something. But you can't do everything. And you can't help everybody. So she said you're only as strong as the people that you have in your circle. So she said always have a core group of friends that y'all have a tight circle, and y'all support each other, and y'all can fellowship and talk to each other, and take trips and learn from each other, and just try to see each other and talk to each other as much as possible. Some stuff like that. Because she knew people all over America, basically. All over this country. She knew people. It's crazy. I still don't know how she managed to meet so many people over the past 42 years of me living. And she introduced me to a lot of people growing up, like millionaires, like black, white millionaires. Some of the people, and I haven't even had the chance. I think I'm like one of the only people that I know of. I had the opportunity to meet my great grandparents, my grandparents, and of course my parents. And I met my great grandmother passed away when I was 10 years old. And my great grandfather, he passed away before I was born. And then my grandmother passed away last year, and she was 102 years old. And my father passed away 2 years ago, and he was 88 years old. And my mom passed away last month, December 30th, and she was 83 years old. So, and my grandparents on my father's side, they passed away way before I was born. So basically on my mother's side of the family, I had the opportunity and the privilege of meeting my great grandparents and my grandparents. And I don't know too many people that can say that, and I think I'm proud to say that. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna miss her while she's gone. But I now I cherish the memories and a lot of the good times that we had. because there were a lot of good times. I can go on forever, but that's a video for another day. But I just wanted to give you some life lessons that I got from my parents, and especially my mother. And you know, some of this stuff is it's like words of wisdom. And one of and the last thing I'm gonna tell you that she told me is always have a good attitude. Always have a good attitude, regardless of how bad things may seem sometimes. You don't have to stay down. You can always get back up. So always, try and have a good attitude. Always try to see the good, or learn from the, I guess, so-called quote quote negative things happening in your life, so you won't repeat the same thing over again. Because sometimes I do I repeat the same shit over 3 4 times before I learn my lesson. But always try to learn from your experiences and your trial and error. You know, and get out there and travel. Get a passport. Eat right. Work out. Meet people. I mean, just travel, man. You know what I'm saying? Go to Mexico. Go to Canada. Go to Brazil. Go to Chile. Go to Dubai. Go to Japan. Go to Australia. Go to Guam. Go to Easter Island. Go to South Africa. Go to Ghana. Go to Jamaica. Just get out there, man, and travel and share and experience the world. Get out of America. America is not the greatest country in the world. If some people will, make that argument, but it's the greatest country in the world for who? It's not the greatest country in the world for everybody. I don't believe that. But those are just some stuff that I got from my mom and my parents. So, if you like what you heard, share this video with everybody that you know that would like it, that it would benefit, that they would see it as value. So, check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com. Until next time, Sharp Game is out. Peace.